Hello, Thomas Mayhew with eXp Realty Ohio. Hope you're doing really great. TomMayhewRealEstate.com. You can always search for properties there. Great place to search for properties, actually. So I wanted to bring you the absorption rates. I like to calculate these once a month because I really like to pay attention to what's happening in the market, and I can see little trend changes, or if something, maybe it's just oscillating between, a couple, it's range bound, let's say. So for example, Cleveland is between 2 and 2.5 months. Right now it's 2.2. It's right in that same range. It hasn't really changed. And I can tell you I'm on the ground in Cleveland fairly often, and it feels like a strong seller's market. So just to give you a little perspective. So from my point of view, I'm trying to find my buyers, if I'm representing a buyer, a property, and I'm competing, and sometimes houses get under contract like that, and it's too bad, right, for my buyer, especially if it's a really nice house. And the best houses always go the fastest, right? That's just the way it is. People are smart. So that's the way it works. So, but what an absorption rate is how fast, how long do we have inventory left if no new homes came on the market? Okay. How long would it take to sell off the existing inventory? Okay. So for Akron, it's 1.2 months. Cleveland's 2.2. Okay. Lorain is 1.39. Lorain was at about the same last time I checked it, about a month ago. Medina is at 0.93, very tight market. So Medina is very desirable, not much inventory. New London, depending on which MLS you use. Now this is an interesting one because New London is a place where sort of one MLS comes in and stops, and another MLS comes down and stops. Now the Firelands MLS has more data. So you have to trust the Firelands data more when you're calculating an absorption rate. And you see there's a big difference. It's actually like a double, it's double the inventory or it appears that way, or the absorption rate is double if you look at the MLS Now, which goes from Akron up to Cleveland. So trust the Firelands MLS data for that, okay? And so you can see it's 2.3 months. And so it's still a seller's market, okay? Sandusky's 1.59, Spencer 2.4, Sullivan 3.0, Wellington 2.21. So some of those last three, I should say, were tighter, okay, last time I checked them. So there's a little bit more inventory. And these are what, a lot of people would consider villages. Like if people want to move to the countryside, but they can't afford a country house yet, or they're not quite ready for that, they probably want to go to one of these villages, and so now they're gonna, prepare maybe next time they move to go to the countryside, or maybe they just like the village, okay? But there's just a tiny bit more inventory, but still a strong seller's market. Now, Sandusky, I will say, was at 1 month inventory, so it got really tight, very strong seller's market, and now it's just a little bit looser. But I can tell you, if you're on the ground trying to buy a house, it feels competitive for sure. The other thing I would say is, if you're a buyer, it's a great time to buy because the interest rates are very low, right? So houses are affordable. Now, as far as for sellers, I know a lot of you are concerned, well, I don't want to be, without a house. Well, there's a way we can handle that to make sure you're not without a house, okay? So feel free to, give me a call if that's your concern. I'm at 440-420-1342. We'll make sure you're not homeless, okay? That's my job. Here to serve. Take good care. Bye-bye.